All right, what's good? Hey, what's up? Hello to Yo Check It. Today we got a guest star, the lovely Jackie.
What's
All right.
up? I don't have my sunglasses today.
Oh, bro.
I gotta put my sunglasses
Oh
on.
man. All right. This is live. This is action right here. This is Jarek putting on the sunglasses. Get it.
A new person. Let's do this.
Wait. Where'd Jarek go?
It's right here.
So, how you guys been?
Doing
I'm
all right.
good.
Okay. I like that.
Yeah, so our special guest today is Jackie. I met her about like 2 years ago.
Yeah,
And I
about
just met her.
Yeah.
And they just met like 15 minutes ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sounds about accurate.
Yeah, she's a local model here in town. And she does...
Mm.
What else do you do? Aside from modeling.
Mostly just school, honestly.
That's cool, Ryan. What are you trying to go for?
I graduate with my bachelor's in public health next semester.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Congratulations.
Thank you. Possibly a master's.
Possibly a master's.
Yeah.
What?
She's a smart one.
A smart one. I don't even know if I want to pursue my master's. You know what I'm saying? I mean, I got my bachelor's. Do I continue? I don't know. What makes you want to go for your master's?
Social work.
So
There's a lot of things that social workers can do that public health workers can't, and a lot of things public health workers can do that social workers can't. So having both would kind of just broaden up the opportunities that I would have.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
So what made you want to do that?
I'm definitely a people person.
Ooh.
And I also love health, like anything that has to do with health, but not so much like working on patients,
Mm-hmm.
more like behind the scenes and all that stuff. So that's
Yeah.
where the public health comes into it. But I feel like I want to be more involved with the people, so social work will let me do that.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Yo, hit up her. Now, y'all need a social worker. I feel
Yeah.
like-
One of these days.
Yeah.
Shoot, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even know what I wanted to do after I got my bachelor's. I'm like, all right, well, let's just see what's going on in the field and then maybe get a feel for it, see what the world has to offer. So that's pretty neat.
I think I figured out the social work while doing my internships. That's
Oh,
why.
really?
Yeah, because at first I was doing it with the HIV program, and then they hired me on for the STD program.
Ooh.
So that's how I kind of figured out that I wanted to do something with social work.
Dang. So what's modeling all about then? Is that just like a passion
Yeah,
project?
yeah, passion/hobby. I love doing it. It's definitely something that brought me out of my comfort zone. I was so shy before that.
Oh.
Yeah.
I know that feeling.
Yeah.
Shy 24/7.
Yeah. And to meet the people who create the content, like Jarek, it's just amazing. Like he has amazing vibes. That's what I love to do. Meet new people.
dang.
Yeah, I
It's
got
'cause-
amazing vibes.
Y'all heard it here first. That's the Jarek image. Check out his Instagram. Check out his Facebook. He's my best friend.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I mean, because I remember meeting you a couple of years ago.
Tell
and
me not. I was more shy back then.
You were actually more shy. I was like, I wasn't sure what to expect.
Yeah.
You don't seem so shy.
Really?
Yeah. You know what? I don't know. For me, when I used to meet new people, I kind of like shy away. I don't really like say nothing. But then like these days, I don't know. Someone inspired me to just like be out there and just be like, hey, my name is Christian. Like, can't be afraid of like introducing yourself because you just never know. You know?
Yeah.
You're not as shy anymore, which
Yeah,
is good.
definitely not.
Yeah.
That's pretty awesome.
Why
Yeah.
you used to like talking to a lot of people now?
I think so. Yeah, definitely. Just having to get out there and get your name out there in a professional setting, it kind of just, I got used to it in a
Yeah.
social setting as well.
I think it's good to be able to like be a people person too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially like, I think, especially in the workplace, I feel like a lot of people hire through like depending on how you
Personality, yeah.
personality instead of your like qualifications, you know.
Because
I
you
mean-
could have the brains and the experience,
And everybody
but
has
if
the
you're,
brains, you know what I
know?
mean? Like I feel like for people that apply, like everybody has usually the same resume. So like if you
Yeah.
want to stick out, like you gotta have your like personality, I guess.
And drive. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
It pushes the personality. I mean, I don't know. My job, I'm not sure how I got it, but I was just like, you know what? I'm just gonna be here, be me, and hey, Thank you for hiring me.
Yeah,
Thank you
his-
for watching.
apparently his coworkers listen to the podcast.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Oh, you know what? Everybody watches it, and it just keeps blowing my mind. You know, hey, if you're watching, I appreciate y'all. Like, thank you for the continuous support. You know,
I'm
which is pretty
actually-
cool. I mean, like,
Yeah, it surprises me sometimes too. Like when people listen, or like when people tell me like, "Oh, we listen to a podcast." I'm like, "That's cool." Like I didn't know people actually would listen.
well,
Yeah.
sometimes I just want to be like, so what about the podcast that you like? They're like, you know what? You and Drake got good vibes. Oh, well, cool.
Yeah, that's a
Telling
pretty,
you, it's the vibes.
it's the vibes.
It's the
Exactly.
vibe.
But anyways, in today's topic,
Ooh, the
it's
meat
for
of
the
it.
it's for the guys. You know.
All right, fellas, if y'all listening, pay attention.
Yeah.
This is it. This is the moment.
This is for we have the girl's perspective
Once
on
again, another woman's perspective, which is awesome. We love having different people on podcasts. I think we should have like,
what?
well, actually, we do have it. So
What?
I mean, I ain't even tripping. Like another man, you know, just be like, hey.
Uh,
But I mean, there's two of us. So I mean,
yeah, I mean, there's,
we're talking
I'm
about
like-
another woman.
there's
yeah?
yeah, we could have another woman next time. Like we'll try to have 4 people.
Yeah. That'd
Yeah.
be pretty cool.
But yeah. So we did an episode when me and Christian talk about the 5 qualities that we like in a woman.
Yeah.
But
You know
now we have 5 qualities that a woman likes.
Likes as a man.
Cinnamon.
Yeah.
Ooh. All right. You know what? I gotta pay attention too. 'cause-
Yeah. Pay attention, Christian.
All
Take
right,
notes,
all right.
guys.
Take notes. All right. So, Jackie, what's the first one on your list?
The first one is for sure time. Give a woman your time.
Time.
Yes.
How much time do you give a woman though?
Well, you gotta understand, especially if she's got her own things going on.
Yeah.
She has her own friends. You have your own friends. You guys gotta obviously give each other
Mm-hmm.
time away, because
Mhm.
if you guys are constantly together, I feel like you guys just clash a lot more.
Yeah, me and Christian were just talking about this.
Yeah.
earlier. Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
This is
All
what
right.
I told you, dude. You gotta have a little bit of space.
Yeah, you gotta have time for yourself and for your own things, your own hobbies, what you like to do, all that good stuff. But definitely give them your time. Let them know that you are making an effort to see them. It's not just, oh, I have some extra time, let's hang out.
Yeah.
Let her know that you are making time for her specifically.
I always make time because you know what? Like, that's all I want. But yeah, no, it's understandable. I can understand that. You know.
Yeah.
Well, so what? I mean, like, I guess what would be a good balance? What would be like? What is? I mean, what is too much? What is too little?
I think it depends on the couple themselves.
Oh, okay.
Like, for me, I'm always busy. So, as much time as I can get with my partner,
Mhm.
I'm always going to appreciate it. But I also want to know that they're making that time for me. It's
Mhm.
not just like some free time that they found.
Yeah,
You know
yeah,
what I mean?
Yeah.
Like something last minute.
Mhm.
So, I feel like maybe a couple times a week, but definitely have your own days set for yourself or your own things, because usually, like, especially guys who work in like construction or something, like a lot more heavy outdoors,
Mhm.
they're going to be tired. So
Yeah.
they also want their time to themselves to
Yeah.
kind of like get, I don't know, rested, I guess you
Yeah,
could say,
yeah.
and kind of just chill back. So,
Yeah, because sometimes when you're too tired, I feel like you're not really 100% there. So
Yeah.
it's like there's really no point of hanging out if
exactly.
the other person's like just tired.
Okay,
Yeah.
Okay then. Well, would you consider like texting all the time?
Mm,
Ooh.
I don't
Ooh,
know about
yeah,
that
man.
one.
You broke her right.
It was only the first one. I'm so sorry.
I don't know about texting. I feel like the connection's different when you're in person.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree. I
Yeah.
feel like texting is one thing, but like when you're together with your significant other, it's just like a whole different
Dynamic, I guess
dynamic.
you.
Yes,
Yeah.
absolutely.
Do you think
I agree with that.
texting is like just to like check in, I guess?
Yeah.
Do you think is that essential for you or like
I'm
guess, like,
a
it
phone
kinda-
call type of gal. Like,
Ooh, phone
that's
call.
cool.
Yeah.
Passion.
I know.
Wow.
I don't like texting at all for some reason. I'm not good at it. I don't like,
Oh,
I
yeah.
lag a lot, you know?
I feel
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm terrible at it.
Or like, oh, I forget to hit send, or I'll read it, pretend, or not pretend, but like think I responded, but I really don't. So phone calls, it's it's also like more on the spot. You're
Mm-hmm.
getting a real response rather than texting. They have time to think
Yeah.
about it and
That's
then
true,
respond.
That's true. Yeah.
Oh,
You know?
so it's like quality over quantity almost.
Because it's
It's
like, because when
okay.
you're texting too, you can't really tell like
Their emotions.
yeah their emotions. Because like sometimes like they might say just something without an emoji, and you're like,
And
oh,
then you're like,
man.
oh, they're mad.
oh
Oh,
yeah, they're
man.
mad at me or
I
whatever.
love emojis though.
Yeah.
It's like my bread
Yeah,
and butter.
like sometimes like when you
Yeah.
think there's no emojis, like oh man, they're mad at me or they're not as sweet, but like maybe they just forgot to put emoji. you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's why, like, especially phone calls at the end of the day, like catching up, what'd you do today, like what's going on, how do you feel?
So
Yeah.
do you call your man's, or does your man's call you every night? What's the deal?
It used to be me a lot, but
Okay.
I definitely got petty about it, and I stopped because I felt like I was
she's
putting too
petty.
much of me
Yeah.
and I wasn't getting it in return. But now it's kind of like vice versa because we had that
Oh.
conversation and now we're
Yeah.
Okay.
working on it.
Communication.
Yeah, you got to
Communication.
communicate
Yeah.
and like what you want. you know?
Yeah.
If, like if you want them, if you want them to call you as often as you're calling them, then you got to tell them like, hey, I feel like
Gotcha.
there's like unbalance. here
Yeah.
right now.
Exactly.
So I mean, just like last podcast, if y'all are tuning in from last podcast, communication and comprehension. You know,
Yes.
let's embed that.
Yeah. You got to understand the other person.
Yeah.
You can't communicate and then I feel like there's just no point of communicating if you're not going to try and understand the other person.
Yeah.
It's like talking to a wall.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
You
You know
know?
what? Like, I struggle with communication, but comprehension, I'm pretty good at. You know,
You're good
like,
at?
oh, okay, like, okay, I understand. Like, I will try my best to be better, to do better, and just, you know.
Yeah. I used to have a hard time like talking, especially like what I feel.
Mhm.
So before, like when I was younger, I would like I'd just be petty about it, be
Like,
passive
no, I'm fine.
aggressive, you know, like give them attitude because like I didn't get what I want.
Uh-huh.
But now, like when I don't get what I want, I'd be like, hey, like this is bothering me, or like
Yeah.
you just talk about it.
Yeah,
I
take
feel
the
like
emotions out.
before I met my current boyfriend, I was definitely the type of gal that just held everything inside. Like, they're like, what's wrong? Nothing. Just nothing.
Nothing, but there's
Nothing.
there is
And then,
something.
yeah, there is something.
Okay.
And then it kind of just like starts to bubble up inside. And then for the simplest thing, I will just blow up on them.
Yeah,
Yeah. And then
okay.
when I met this guy, he was like, I want you to talk to me. I kind of want you to get all your feelings out. So that was kind of nice.
yeah.
But now I feel like sometimes I over communicate.
Ooh,
What?
I know that feeling
So-
too.
You know?
Yeah,
Yeah, I feel like
for
I'm annoying them, but it definitely
Well,
makes us
so
move in the right direction.
What's over communicating? Like, what does that mean?
I'm a very upfront person.
Mm.
So
So you
kind of
Yeah.
just tell them every single thought on your mind, basically.
let me tell you something, okay?
Yeah.
Is that how it goes?
I feel like it starts more on a like calm, like
Oh.
let's just talk it out,
Yeah.
you know, but then like I'll say something that bothers him, he'll say something that bothers me, and we just got to be like, okay, this is not working out right now. We're not communicating in like appropriately, I guess you could say.
Mm-hmm.
We're not calm. Let's take a break, step back, and then
Yeah,
come and
it's,
talk again.
it's always good to like cool down a little bit before
Yeah.
you start talking. Because like if you're just gonna talk there when both of you guys are like heated, it's just gonna get into an argument, and like I feel like you can't really solve
yeah.
problems that way.
Something I found on Facebook, ironically, was this. It was like
You post a lot of relationship stuff
I really do.
Facebook,
I do.
which is cool.
This is the perfect place to talk about it.
That's why I kind of hit her up like, oh, she might be going through stuff. Maybe she has like inputs and stuff.
You know?
You're real if you're like that.
Hey, it's, you know, we only
Yeah.
try to be a real out here.
Yeah.
You know, all we ever talk about is life, especially love and the pursuit of happiness. So
Yeah. But I saw this video. I totally forgot who posted it or shared it, but he basically was talking about the same situation we're talking about right now when you guys get mad and you kind of need time to talk about it. So one of the techniques they mentioned was hold their hand when you're fighting.
Ooh,
Ooh.
I'm okay. Yeah, hell yeah. I'll hold your hand
Yeah.
all day. Let's go.
So what does that do?
And hug them.
Oh.
And it-
Hugging
I
works,
I
yeah.
think
Yeah.
for sure hugging, like I think like if you're to hug somebody, it kind of calms you down, you know, like
Yeah, it gives you that
Like-
that feeling too. Like I don't know
like-
what it is. It's like the drug, like it's like a specific
Is it
chemical that goes through.
serotonin? I don't know.
Yeah,
oh, well,
because like you have that feeling when you hug somebody.
yeah,
like,
yeah.
I don't know. It's
That
like a
feeling of,
little
like-
burst of
like happiness.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's serotonin.
Yeah, I think it is serotonin. So
Don't at me.
We're not
professionals.
in the medical
Yeah.
field, but yeah, we're just trying to.
yeah, so if I like hold his hand or something, or like I try to hug him, then it'll kind of relax me. I'm like, okay, we're fine. Like this is just a little bump.
Yeah.
It's fine. Or
And I feel like bumps are okay. Like,
yeah.
as long as both parties are still trying to work things out, like even if like you get a lot of bumps, I mean, as long as both are still trying to work things out, you're gonna be okay. I feel
Yeah,
like
I think the fact that you're if both parties are putting in the effort and they are determined to make things work out, like for sure that is a foundation for a beautiful relationship. And I mean, although like there are times where you aren't able to like communicate how you truly feel, the fact that they're willing to sit there and like listen or like try and figure it out with you, that's a grand gesture in all
Mhm.
things,
yeah. And what I learned recently too is like the person you choose to marry is like the person you choose to fight with for the rest of your life.
It really is.
Dang.
So
Dang.
yeah, it's crazy. I mean, like you're choosing that person because like you know how to fight with them,
Mhm.
Because like I feel like, I mean, obviously you're gonna fight throughout your relationships, but like as long as you can communicate and work things out,
I feel that.
yeah.
I mean, I personally, I hate fighting. I don't like going to
Nobody-
bed
I
mad
mean,
at anybody.
nobody
It's
likes-
like that Neo song.
I mean,
it's like,
nobody likes to fight, but like I think it's just it's just how it is.
yeah. But I mean, once again, two people trying to work it out, willing to work it out, wanting to make it work. If you find somebody like that, hey,
Yeah.
don't second think that. Don't second think that. You know what I'm saying?
All right. So what's number 2 on your list?
For
Number
me,
2.
being Hispanic, personally being family oriented.
Ooh.
Family oriented. Well, I mean,
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
you
I
know,
feel like Filipinos are
Yeah.
the same way too.
Yeah.
I think it just depends on the culture. Like some people are, that thing is not as important, but
I feel like that one's a really big one for me personally. I feel like the relationship with the parents is close to almost as important as relationship with the person themselves.
yeah, because
Mm.
like obviously you want your parents to be good with the
Yeah,
Person-
it's
person you're
the
with,
two
yeah.
people you love.
Yeah,
like
exactly.
if they're not getting along, you're kind of just stuck in the middle, and you feel stuck inside. You know?
Yeah.
because I feel like they don't have to be best friends, but like it would be nice to like
Get that approval.
actually
Yeah.
It's like
in both parties. Obviously.
Yeah.
for sure, for sure.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know if my mom didn't like the person I was with, then that would suck. I mean, I think that in all honesty, like if your friends or your family don't like the person you're with, then that's got to be like a sign for trouble, you know,
Yeah, or like vice versa too.
or vice versa. Yeah, I mean, like your family's your family, and they got your back. So if they say something, you gotta at least listen to that. But yeah, that's understandable. Like,
Yeah.
what's family oriented though? Like, you talk about parents, but what about like like nieces, nephews? I don't know. Sometimes maybe sons and daughters, whatever.
I feel like just me personally, family is important to me. And so when I'm with someone, I want to be around their whole family. I want to hang out with their whole family. Like my boyfriend's little sister, I would like every time I'd go to their house, I'd always like try and hang out with her. And since she is the littlest of them all, and
Yeah.
all the other ones are, I think the other one's like 19, and then there's her, and she's like 10.
Oh,
So there's a huge age gap. So she's basically an only child.
Yeah.
So I'd like try and play with her, kind of like make her feel like she's also involved with us. So
Making them feel like family.
yeah,
Got you. I feel that.
yeah.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
And I guess I want that back. You know?
Yeah. You want? I mean, like, if your family doesn't, feel the love coming from your significant other, like, what's, like, is that person really meant for you? You know what I'm saying? Like, me personally, when I go and hang out with like other people's families, like, I like to get to know people.
Yeah.
I like to, even especially when they're kids, because like kids are cool.
Yeah.
I love talking
They
to them.
are.
Like, I love like getting to know them, their perspective. If there's like a young dude and he's playing video games, I'm like, yo, bro, what are you playing? Like how good are you?
yeah.
Dude, would you wreck me in this game? Like, I want to get to know you.
No, because
Like,
I think for me, I'm pretty good with parents actually. Like the girls that I've dated, like I usually want to meet their parents. You know how like some guys are like scared meeting like family
Mhm.
and stuff. Like I love meeting family, dude.
Oh,
Yeah.
The parents are hard. It's a hard step because it's like, oh, like I'm dating your daughter. Like, oh snap.
Yeah.
But then after that initial like conversation and they get to know you, I feel like at least for me personally, I have that personality where it's just like, oh, like, hey, I'm not trying to do anything. I'm actually just trying to like make sure your daughter feels safe with me, you know. And I want you guys to respect. I respect you. I want y'all to respect me. Like, you know, I'm just trying to
'Cause
be
I
a part
feel
of
like
your family.
when the parents like you, that's like a big boost, you know,
Oh,
to
yeah.
like your value, you know, as a
Mhm.
guy. Because I feel like
I feel like as a woman too.
yeah,
Yeah.
'Cause you probably see that like, oh man, like if
Because I have
This-
friends who their boyfriends' moms aren't fond of them,
yeah,
but I've never come across any like with my current or ex boyfriends.
they all like your
Yeah, and I feel like that's important to me.
yeah.
You know?
It's gotta be important.
Yeah, I mean it's important to me too. Like obviously, like I want my parents to like whoever I'm dating, and so far they like everybody. Yeah,
I mean, family matters in all aspects of life. Like, if you don't feel like you're doing well in someone else's family, like maybe it's affecting your own family. Like,
do you So do you? What about your friends? Like, do you care if they like whoever you're dating? Because for me, I think it would matter to me too. Like,
I think it
if
matters.
Yeah,
Like,
I think above all, it's you and that person dating, so they don't see certain things.
yeah,
You know?
yeah,
But if your friends and family are telling you something, you spend a lot of time with your friends, obviously.
yeah,
So if they're telling you something, it's not something that you should ignore. You should
yeah.
definitely
You should definitely look into that.
look
Yeah.
into it.
I mean, I dated somebody in the past where they didn't like, you know, Jared and my other best friend, and I'm just like, okay. I second questioned it. I was like, hold on, like, if these are like the people, these are like the people I've like almost died with. These are the people like we've seen some stuff together, and
Yeah.
like, you know, you don't like them. Like, I questioned it.
Yeah, especially if they're new. They're coming into how many years of friendship that
Yeah.
you have with someone? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Red flags. Watch out.
that's very important too. Like, not just family, but friends. Yeah.
And I guess you, with that idea, you have to learn to share. Like, it's not just you, it's not just them, it's not just the friends, it's not just the family. There's a whole life out there, and I mean, it's. I guess it's kind of tough to think about, but like, you can't just be selfish and, you know, you gotta.
You can sneeze. It's
Oh, go ahead.
I'm trying not to sneeze into the mic. That's why.
Well, bless you.
Thank you.
She
Yeah.
didn't even sneeze.
I did.
Oh, you did?
Yeah, I
Okay.
did.
I got super hearing, bro. Heard that.
But anyways, go ahead.
What was I saying? Oh yeah. I guess you gotta learn to share because like, I mean, I guess you gotta have that level of trust, but you also gotta learn to share because like, they've been friends with these people for the longest time, and I mean, you're coming into or you are in with this person, and like their friends should be your friends, and your friends should be their friends, but at the same time, like there could be moments where you're just gonna be you with your friends, and they're gonna be them with their friends, and you gotta learn
Yeah,
to
and I like meeting friends too. I think I,
love
just
making
like
friends.
I like meeting the people that whoever I'm dating, with our I guess their close circle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like it works also both ways. I feel like your partner should try and get along with your family and your friends because
Yeah.
they're the ones coming into like your family, not
Mhm.
vice versa. They're not
Mhm.
going into your family.
Mhm.
So I feel like the partner should also try with both
Yeah.
groups.
Obviously, it's
You know?
important. Like I feel like a lot of these things is like vice versa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Next one on the list, the third
Moving to
thing.
the third.
Effort.
Ooh,
Effort.
effort. She even
Yeah.
put 100.
100 out of 100. What does that mean?
Yeah.
100, 100. So everyone always says 50-50, but I feel like you should always be 100, 100. And I understand that sometimes your partner is going to be low, so you might have to put a little bit more of you to get them back up. But I feel like
Yeah.
that should always be balanced out.
Yeah, I
should go
totally
both
get that
ways.
because like sometimes there's times that the person you're dating is like going through stuff, so you kind of have to pick up the pace, you know.
Yeah.
And sometimes it might be you, so
Yeah.
like they have to like pick you up.
But
In a
if
way.
you're picking them up, I feel like they should pick you
Yeah.
back up as well, you know?
Do you feel like you put 100 in your relationship?
I feel like I don't know how to explain. I feel like I definitely put 100. There's times where I feel like I don't get it in return, so I put a little bit more. And then there's times where I'm kind of feeling down, and I kind of just distance myself when I do feel down. So maybe I lack there,
Yeah.
but I feel like 100 for sure.
Because
But I have the worst habit of putting a lot of me into people, not in just relationships.
what do you mean
into,
put a lot of you? Just
like, I always want to make sure that everyone's good. I feel like I'm happy when others are happy.
Yeah.
That's where I get my
Yeah,
happiness
yeah.
from.
Okay.
You know?
Oh, okay. I mean, well, you're a social worker, so
Yeah, exactly.
there you
I mean,
go. Yeah,
it
that's
fits
probably
me,
why
right?
That's probably why you're a social worker.
Yeah.
oh, perfect. Well, I mean, I feel like effort should be given. It should be 100%. I mean, like if you're trying to be with somebody, you got to go all in. Like,
Yeah. You can't
give-
just half-ass it.
Yeah, because I mean, I can understand that you've lived this whole life doing your own thing, but now you're trying to be with somebody or somebody's trying to be with you, and like you just gotta, if they're making the effort, like you gotta also make the effort.
And what I learned from Will Smith,
Will Smith.
I love Will Smith.
Ooh.
you probably heard this before. Like, I
You
feel like you have to be happy with yourself before you can even like go into like a relationship.
Yeah.
You know?
You have
And,
to be
like,
happy as an individual and then come together
Yeah.
and be happy together.
Yeah. Exactly. It's like if
No
you're not happy with
worries.
yourself, I feel like you're gonna ask that person to like make you happy.
Yeah, and you can't
Yeah.
rely on someone else for your happiness.
Exactly.
True. I mean, like that's the risk we take, putting ourselves with other people. Like there are gonna be moments where, I mean, yeah, it's gonna be tough. There's people gonna be feeling things that they don't normally feel, and it's gonna be confusing. But to be able, once again, to communicate and to put yourself to, in all honesty, like to make yourself vulnerable to
Yeah.
that person,
Yeah.
and to allow them to see that person, that person that you hide to everybody else. Is like yeah, you could be friends with other people, but to be able to like pour yourself out to somebody and be like, hey, look, this is me, and I want you to understand that this is where I'm coming from. This is my fears. This is everything. And if you can't understand that, like, what are we doing?
Yeah, because I think you have to, especially you have to look at yourself and your partner too.
Yeah.
Like if they're going through stuff, like they might not be able to like love you the way
You want to be loved.
you want to be loved. Okay, especially because like if they're stressing out, like they have other things to focus too, you know. So like you kind of just have to understand like sometimes they might have to just like step back a little bit, and then you just gotta kind of have to take it, you know.
Take the blows, take the L's.
Yeah, because like
Yeah.
I feel like you can't force them, especially if they're going through a lot
Yeah.
of things.
I mean, for me, like, for sure. I'll put in 120% of effort. You know what I'm saying? Like, I want to make sure that the person I'm with feels that, like, I'm trying to be there for them. But at the same time, like, giving them a distance where it's, like, not overbearing.
yeah,
I just want them to know that, hey, like, I mean, I want to be with you. So I want you to know that this is who I am, and I just want us to be good. I want you to feel good, and I want you to, like, understand that, like, I'm here for you.
yeah,
Take notes, guys.
yeah.
Let
Taking
her
notes.
know. Let her know that you want to be there with her.
Ooh.
Make sure that she never questions it.
Ooh.
Yeah, I definitely got into arguments because of that.
Yo, I'm gonna
Yeah.
tell you right now. If I'm trying to be with you, all I want to do is be with you.
Yeah, 'cause, like, I feel like when we got into an argument, like, you know, when you're mad, you say things that you don't really mean necessarily, but if you
I've gotten a lot better at not doing that.
yeah, I mean,
Over
I've definitely
time,
gotten
yeah.
a lot
Yeah.
better into like maybe like stopping myself before I say something stupid.
Mhm.
But you know, it's like sometimes
You're just in the heat of the moment. Yeah.
exactly. But yeah, don't let her question your what's the right word for it?
Well being.
Intentions.
Intentions.
Ooh, okay.
There you go.
Oh, dang.
Yeah.
It's
There you go.
situations.
Take notes.
Take notes. Y'all heard it. It was said here.
So I didn't ask you this. Do you know about the 5 love language?
I feel like I've heard about it and read about it in the past, but
Ooh, you better watch this last episode that we just did because
Because
that's all we talked about.
it's actually mind blowing. Like if you figure out like what it is. Like, do you want to fill her in on what it is, Christian?
Okay, so the 5 love languages. There are obviously 5 of them. The first one being hold on, I'm on the spot. Hold on, it's pressure.
It's not in order, but
Oh,
it's just
okay,
like
okay,
five
okay.
things. Yeah.
There's touch. There's actions.
Acts
kinda-
of service.
Acts of services. There you go.
Yeah.
There is quality time. There is gift giving, and then
Words of
affirmation.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
with those 5 lists, do you know which one you think you are?
let me just break it down for you. Words of affirmation is like compliments, like feeling good about yourself, like
Compliments,
Yeah,
like saying
feeling
I
it,
love
like-
you, being sweet to you
Yeah.
through words.
I'm in action. Like I want someone to show me. I could care less if you tell me you love me,
ooh.
but
Huh.
show me you love me.
You're,
So your
uh,
acts of service.
acts of services.
Yeah.
So what acts of service mean is like just doing things for you. So
Without even having to ask.
Yeah.
Like, you just do it because you want to.
basically, like, I don't know if like chores would be part of it. I mean, yeah.
I feel like
I
that's
think
also
anything,
how
or, like-
I give love,
Yeah.
the way I want it.
Yeah.
Like I always do like little things, even if
So you
they're
do
like
things for
little
them, so,
corny.
like you cook for them or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh.
when they're sick, like I love soup, like Midtown, so I'll go get them some soup, like medicine, all
Yeah.
that stuff.
So
Like so,
your
acts
that
of
they
service.
know that I'm thinking about them, that I want them to be well and stuff like that.
Okay. So you don't care much for words of affirmation, like.
Like they're nice. I
Yeah.
appreciate it. I love hearing it.
Yeah, because I
But
feel
I'd
like
rather-
everybody's a little bit of everything, obviously.
Yeah.
But I think there's usually one thing that's like surpass. Yeah.
I want someone to show me, not
Okay.
tell me. It's especially when it comes to promises. If you're gonna promise me something, I want
Okay.
you to do it. I don't want you to just tell me that you're gonna do it.
So do you know your partners? That's the question.
Ooh.
Because like you guys might be different. Because like you gotta
Yeah.
realize too, like if he's words of affirmation and you're not saying I love you enough, that might be not necessarily a deal breaker, but that like it's probably bothering him when you're not as sweet.
When he is sweet, I'm definitely sweet back.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I don't know. I feel like I just feed off someone else's energy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you're giving me like just kind of like plain bland responses,
Yeah.
I kind of just respond in the same way. I don't mean it in a rude way, but like I won't use
Yeah.
emojis.
Because I
you
feel
know?
like it's just like you feed off each other's energy.
Yeah.
You know.
And if
Yeah.
they're like being super lovey-dovey, then I get super corny and
'cause, like,
lovey-dovey, you
I'm,
know?
I'm the same way too. When like the person I'm dating, when she's like super like excited and sweet, I'm like, okay, like I can feed off that. Like I can be
Yeah.
the same way too. And then if she's going through stuff and she's stressing out, I kind of just like step back and like not so like energetic, I guess,
Mhm.
just to like match her level.
Mm.
I'm like really trying to think of what his would be.
Ooh, you don't even
Ooh.
know.
I feel
It's a
like
tough one, you know, I mean, like, and
Because I mean, like, I don't know, how long have you guys been dating? 2 years?
Ooh,
Yes, you should know.
okay.
go run them by me one more time.
So yeah, words of affirmation, acts of service,
touch.
He's not acts of service.
physical touch.
He loves being hugged.
Ooh, there you go.
That
might
might,
be
be
one.
it.
That might
Yeah.
be
Gifts? Does he like
gift
gifts?
givings. Does he give
Does
you a
he
lot
give
of
you
gifts?
gifts?
I am the gift giver.
Oh, so it's probably top 3.
Because
for
I
you?
feel like acts of service and gift is kind of like hand in hand. I feel like.
Maybe, yeah,
Yeah.
I think so. I don't know. I
Yeah.
feel like I'm a little bit of all of it, to be honest.
Like
Yeah, I mean, we
I
all
haven't gotten it, but whenever I see like it's because my brother-in-law and my sister live with us,
are. Yeah.
so he'll always get her just because flowers, and that
Ooh, the just
That's probably
because.
his. Yeah.
that
those
is
flowers.
like
Oh, okay. Yeah, he's a gift giver.
Yeah, because I'm not a gift giver. Like, I mean, once in a while, I feel like I only give gifts in like special occasions. But the girl I'm dating now, like she loves gifts, so like I have to like make that effort.
yeah.
Like even just the little things, like I feel like every time I do that, she's a lot sweeter to me.
Ah,
You know?
gotcha.
Yeah, because like mine's like words of affirmation. So like when I give her gifts, like little tiny gifts here and there, like she's a lot more like sweet. So she's like, "Oh, I love you" and all that stuff. Yeah. But yeah. So what's your partner's?
I I definitely think touch. Like
Touch.
hugging, kissing, and I think words of affirmation.
Words
as
of
well.
Okay,
affirmation.
yeah.
Yeah, I think they kind of go hand in hand.
Because like you can tell too, like the way he shows it. Like if he says a lot of sweet things to you,
Yeah.
like, yeah. So that's probably his.
yeah,
So like it might be
Ooh.
good to like. I know you love like doing things for him, but it might be good to like
Start telling him.
telling
Yo.
him you love him. Little
You know?
sweet things here and there. Because like every time like I see like she sends me a snap of like sweet things, like it kind of like makes me a little bit happy, you know.
yeah.
Mm.
So that's like an effort for you, an act of service.
I feel like before, like we always say goodnight to each other. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Like we'll always just either now it's text, but it was like calls for goodnight where we would catch up and stuff.
Yeah.
And he would definitely get into the more like, oh, I love you. And then that's when I started getting more into it. So I feel like over time I kind of changed to adapt to him.
Yeah, because I think you just gotta adapt to your partners, and then
Yeah.
vice versa too. Like they gotta adapt to yours. It's nice to have like when both of you guys are the same, but most of the time, like it's usually different.
Yeah. And I do notice that we kind of clashed in that sense because when he's sick, he likes being alone and having his space. But when someone is sick, I want to be all up in their girl.
Actually-
Like I want to love them, make them
Yeah.
feel better. Like
It's different for me because like
Nurse
when
Jackie?
when I'm sick, I get like clingy.
really?
Yeah.
See, like when someone's sick, I can't because I get clingy too. So I
Yeah.
want to. I don't know. I just want to like bear hug them and like keep them in bubble wrap or something
Yeah.
to make sure that they're okay. You
Yeah,
know?
because when I get sick, like I want to get taken care of.
No, like
Yeah.
I have to have him tell me to not see him.
Yeah, really.
Yeah.
Oh.
Mm.
I mean, I guess people are different.
So that's where we clash.
Did you guys get into a fight because you're trying to take care of him?
Yeah, the last time we did.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
Dang.
interesting.
Yeah.
Maybe he doesn't want to get you sick. That's probably why.
Yeah.
Well, that's what he says, but I'm like, it's okay. Get me sick.
I'll be sick with you. Let's go.
We'll be sick together.
I can lay right next to you. It's gonna be perfect. Like, we're
Well,
gonna be
how
chilling.
about you, Christian? Like when you're sick, what do you
You know what? No, honestly,
do? You want somebody to take care of you, or do you just want to be
yeah,
left
hell
alone?
yeah, take care of me. Help me out. I'm dying here. Bro.
Yeah, I think like every time I get sick, like I get on like that territory of like I'm like needy and clingy.
No,
But
no,
like
I'm not necessarily needy or clingy, but if somebody want to take care of me, like I do appreciate it. Like
Yeah.
I normally just like do my own thing. I'll probably watch a documentary or I'll be chilling, but getting my own food is seriously the
Yeah.
toughest things. Like shoot, like I'm not even trying to eat right now, but if someone would bring me soup because I'm dying, like I would definitely appreciate that. And if they want to spend time while I'm dying, like I can't like say no to that. I mean, I wouldn't want to get them sick, but like just knowing that they want to be next to me, even in that state of like, you know, of my sickness, it just shows that they care. And,
Yeah.
I mean, like I'd do the same. In all honesty, like you want me to bring you soup? You good? You want a blanket? You want water? Got
Yeah.
you.
That's one thing that I really love about her is because like every time I'm sick, like she always like brings me like oranges and like emergencies or whatever.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
at
it's
NyQuil.
it's the little things. Yeah. Just so that they show you that you care.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
the simple things in life we forget. You know what I'm saying?
All right. What's the next one? Is it the fourth?
The
Fourth.
Ooh.
Okay, so financial stability.
Ooh.
Ooh.
Damn. This
You
is a
gotta be
big
on that
boy
grind.
stuff. Big boy.
I mean, that's a given, to be honest, in everybody's lifestyle. I mean, like, I personally, as a man, I feel like I need to be a breadwinner either way. And like, if I'm not making enough for me and somebody else, it's just like, what am I doing? You know, I'm always on a grind.
So-
I have to like be like able to like be stable.
What's your definition of financial stability? Like,
I don't
how
mean
rich
it.
do we need to be?
I don't mean it in the sense of you guys like a man providing for me because I was raised really independent. Like
Yeah.
Ooh.
I like gifts. I can buy that my own, like
Yeah,
by
exactly.
myself. Like
Yeah,
I don't
yeah.
need someone to provide for me. Like I got me. That's why
So-
I work 2 jobs. You know?
Yeah. So basically, financial stability for you is a man that has his shit together.
Yes.
He doesn't necessarily have to be rich.
No,
Okay.
not
Oh,
at
okay,
all.
cool. That's a lot less pressure. You know what I'm saying?
No.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like we just gotta make sure like the guys know that like it's not all about the money.
Oh,
but
no.
like
it's never about the money.
yeah. I think you just I feel like you just got to get your shit together. Like,
Yeah.
if you're working towards something, like I feel like that's a very attractive trait.
Yeah. I mean, you gotta have a grind. You have to like have that drive to. You have your own drive to go do things and like make that money. But at the same time, it's like you gotta. Life is a balance, you know. Life
Yeah.
is a
Yeah,
balance.
because I mean, you're an independent woman. Like some girls are not as independent as you are. So like, I feel like everybody's different in that way.
Mhm.
Probably.
Yeah.
But, well, yes, everyone's different. I feel like a man should definitely be financially stable and like have himself like, I don't know, just have his shit together.
Yeah,
I guess
exactly.
you could say,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But I personally don't need someone to take care of me in that sense.
Mm.
I'm the same way
It's
too.
independent, of course.
Because like, yeah, it would be nice to have a sugar mama, but like, I don't need somebody to like, to buy stuff for me.
Yeah.
Like,
Mhm.
I can do that myself. But it is for me, like I am actually looking for somebody that's like basically has their shit together.
Yeah.
Like I
I
don't
feel
want
like,
to.
do you
babys-
guys as men look for financial stability in a woman as well?
Yes.
Yes.
Well, financial stability in the sense that
Like they got their shit together.
yeah, like she doesn't necessarily have to be like making 6 figures, but
yeah.
like
No.
as long as she has like
She's well off.
yeah,
For
she's well off.
herself,
Yeah,
at
for
least.
herself. Yeah,
I mean,
because I don't want her to rely on me.
I don't mind it. Like I've always, I don't know, growing up, like my dad would always provide for the family, and my mom she would have her own grind. But at the end of the day, like what I learned was that my dad took care of everything, and I guess I kind of took up that mantle, like thinking like, oh, okay, I mean, yeah, cool, like I want to support you, and I want you to like make your own money. That'd be awesome. That'd be great. Like, I mean, that's admirable. But at the same time, it's like, if you're having moments of doubt, or if you haven't got the money, or like I don't know, I just want to take care of you. Like that's how I grew up. Like I want, like I understand that you do. I mean, just knowing that a woman is like she's pursuing what she wants, and she is trying to get financially stable herself. But for me, like, I mean, don't
What
get me
if
wrong,
she's
that's sexy
not?
as hell. If she's not like, but if she's not and she's not trying to gets financially stable, then that's I don't know, that's
That's
a turn off for sure.
But,
But
I was like,
but
I was
if
about to
she's-
say like, man, you're okay with that? Like, okay.
no, I mean like, if a woman is like trying to, okay, so she's trying to get her degree and she's trying to like be something and she's working really hard at that, but like college is expensive.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Understandable. Like I understand.
Tell
like,
me about it.
yeah, exactly.
yeah, you're in
So,
school,
I mean, we've all
Yeah.
been there. We've all done that, and like, I can understand that. Right now, you may not have that money, but if you're working hard and you're grinding, and you see yourself getting that master's degree or getting that, PA degree, whatever, as long as as long as you're working hard towards that, and you're not giving up, and you're determined, like that's sexy as hell. Like what the hell? Like I'll in a heartbeat. Like cool, but I mean, I also want to take care of you. That's
So
You know, it's
so-
weird. I like totally think in that way, but like
the opposite.
the opposite.
Like,
Like,
as a woman.
like I would want to take care of someone, but not to the extent.
Yeah, where you're like babysitting. them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Basically, you don't want to babysit anybody.
No.
I mean, like, if it gets to a point where it's like I feel like I'm being taken advantage, then I'm gonna have to talk to somebody.
Yeah, because
but
I think it's different. Like, cause I don't know. Like, some woman wants to be a stay home mom,
yeah,
And
But, I
like, I
mean,
feel like that's different
there's
because
nothing
like I
wrong
feel
with
like
that.
being a mom is like a full time
Yeah.
job in itself.
I think
So like as a being in a relationship, you just gotta figure out like what type of
What
person
type
you
of
want.
person they
Yeah.
are? Yeah.
Yeah,
I mean, a woman on a grind, sexy as hell. But if she decides to be a stay-at-home mom without me, like without me, my decision in that, like we're gonna have a problem too. Because
Yeah, I feel like you should.
you
yeah,
know,
that's
both.
true.
you
Like,
can't just like decide, oh, okay, I'm having your kid, so I'm gonna be a stay-at-home wife. Like, okay, cool that you're having my kid, but at
Yeah.
the same time, like, look,
yeah, because
you know,
everybody is different in that way. Because like some people just are okay with that. Because
Yeah.
like I mean, somebody just gotta take care of the kids, right? I mean,
someone's gonna have to take care of the kids, and I would definitely be willing to be the breadwinner if we had the conversation.
yeah.
begin
Obviously,
with.
you
Like,
gotta.
you can't just decide.
Communication.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you gotta
communication,
decide
absolutely.
together and
Yeah.
like what you guys want to be.
Otherwise,
Are
Why you
you
having kids
okay
then?
with having a stay-home dad?
Ooh.
Stay-at-home dad.
Ooh.
I mean, if I'm getting that bread, then I'd have to consider it.
Yeah.
Well, how much money am I making in this scenario?
I don't know. You're a social worker.
I know.
You,
I don't know how much
You're
social
fake, you know what I'm
worker.
saying? Like, yo, if you're making well enough money to have like 3 kids and a good family, like, hey, that's your decision.
I feel like I would still want them to work.
to help
Yeah,
help you out.
a hustle.
Okay.
Gotta have a hustle.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, you just gotta. I mean, obviously, you gotta find a partner that.
Because,
I
like,
think this-
if he's hustling and I'm hustling and we come together,
Yeah.
like, we're gonna.
Yeah.
Ooh,
Exactly.
yeah. My goal, I'm trying to be on a yacht and I'm trying to have my
Oh, man,
significant
you better,
other
you
on
better
that
get
yacht
your
with
ass
me.
Mhm.
working,
Yeah.
dude.
And then maybe, I don't know, sometime in the future, little me's running around. Who knows? Who knows? I don't know.
But yeah,
But the yacht.
yeah, financial stability means that you just gotta get your shit together.
Yeah.
So if y'all watching out there, boys and girls, and you ain't got your shit together. get
Yeah,
your
because I think
shit
that was part of
together.
our list too. Like, I don't know, I can't remember what our list was, but a woman has to have like aiming for something,
Yeah,
for like a
yeah.
goal. You know?
drive.
Yeah,
Drive.
like a
Yeah.
drive. Yeah, exactly.
I think that's the most attractive thing. You know, like you have passion and you have drive. Like you're making something of yourself. Like who wouldn't want that? So that's pretty cool. Anyways,
All right, last one. What's the last one?
this is number 5.
So I kind of like merged 2 into 1 because they go hand in hand, and it's loyalty and honesty.
I got loyalty, got
Ooh.
loyalty. I don't know the rest of the lyrics.
All right,
Good song though.
what's loyalty? Explain. I mean, it's pretty.
It's pretty, self-explanatory.
Yeah.
But I feel like the way that honesty goes hand in hand with it is if someone was being unloyal with me or even considering it, I'd rather have them tell me straight up, like, I can take it. And like, I'll let you go. Like, you do your thing, I'll do mine. Like, if you don't want to be together, if you're seeking someone else, that's fine.
Yeah.
But just don't drag me down in that.
Yeah, because I think you just
Ooh,
gotta.
be real.
Yeah.
Yeah, be
100%.
real. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Like,
Exactly.
If I mean, why I don't know. Why would you want to do that to other people? You know, like why would you want to have someone as a why would you want to have options? You shouldn't have options. Like you're trying to go like if someone's trying to be 100% with you and they want to be 100 with you, like you gotta figure your shit out. You gotta figure out whether or not you want to be with that person. Like
Yeah.
because that person's ready and that person's willing. And if you're determined and they're determined, like what's stopping you?
I think you just gotta communicate. Like, if you're not happy anymore, just
Yeah.
be straight up. And like, hey, like this is not working out. Like, we should go our separate
Communications,
ways.
once again.
Yeah.
Because, like, I'm one of those people where if you ask me anything, like, I'll be blunt, honest. Like, I'll even give you details if you want it. But I'm blunt, honest. So I kind of want that back.
Yeah.
But I feel like to this day, I haven't met a guy who's, like, blunt, honest with me.
I mean, maybe they're scared because I think as a guy, sometimes I'm scared of what to say because like I don't want to like upset her in any way, you know. Like obviously I want to say what I need to say, but like I always try to think like how can I say this without
Hurting her
hurting
feelings
her
or
and
something.
then like not get into like a big argument, you know?
All I
It's
can
like-
think about is that Britney Spears song.
What?
Sometimes I run, sometimes I hide, sometimes I'm scared of you. But all I really
girl-
want is to hold you tight.
Because
You know what I'm saying?
girls can be scary sometimes. Because I
Girls
feel like
are scary. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, you know what? You know, there's a ferocity
'Cause-
that like
because guys are very simple minded, and girls are very complicated.
yeah.
I feel like
guys can be
some
complicated
guys,
too.
I've
Yeah.
come across some complicated men.
Oh yeah, like
Yeah.
what do you mean? What's complicated to you?
Like, I don't know how to explain it. They, in their mind, feel like they're being simple. But when
Mhm.
they're communicating it on our side, it doesn't make sense and it's just complicated.
I'm gonna tell you right now, what's going on in that man's mind is like, okay, this is how I feel, but I just don't know how to word it.
'Cause I
Yeah,
think-
I
no,
feel like that might be the
sometimes
issue.
It's just it is what it is. Like when we say something, that's it.
Or like hypocrisy. Like, I feel like some guys, it's complicated in that sense because they'll be like, oh, I want this, this, and this. And you're like, okay. And then it bugs them later. Or like they want it and you're not getting it in return. So then you clash because of that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I feel that.
Can you give an example? I know, like you
In a good
elaborate a little
sentence.
bit. Yeah.
In a good sentence. Shoot, I'm trying to do a good one without putting anyone on the spot.
Is your boyfriend listening?
Yes, he listens to you guys.
Oh, what?
he
Yo.
does?
Sorry, bro. Like, thank you for joining in.
We're not trying to put anybody on
We're
the
not
spot.
putting you on the spot, bro. Like,
Because I feel like, no, that's the thing. It's like,
That's
even
why
though-
I was like pausing at a lot of responses because I need to like really think of the wording right now.
oh, I feel
Yeah,
you.
because
Yeah.
I
I
mean,
feel you.
Yeah.
yeah, she listens to this too, and like sometimes she doesn't like what I say. But
Yeah.
like,
That's why I was taking
yeah,
a
but
couple
I'm
pauses.
like being honest in a way. Like I'm not trying to put anybody on,
Oh no,
under
I never,
the bus.
I never
yeah,
try to
but,
put
like,
anybody in a spot. You know
I'm
what
just, I
saying?
feel like I'm just talking through experience.
Yeah.
It's like I feel like everybody's going through the same similar stuff that I'm going through. So I'm just trying
I feel
to
like a
provide
good
value.
example would be like at first it would bother me a lot that we would have plans and he'd leave me hanging to go with friends.
Mm,
And
okay.
then I was like, okay, cool. So like he's with his friends, so I'm gonna occupy myself and hang out with my friends because I kind of like unintentionally dropped them because I was like all about him at first,
Yeah.
honeymoon phase.
Yeah,
Yeah.
everybody's
So
like that through honeymoon phase.
yeah, so I was like, okay, cool. Like I'm gonna hang out with my friends, and then it started to be vice versa. Like it started to bug him.
That you were hanging out with your friends
Yeah.
too much.
Yeah, like
Oh, okay.
especially because when I'm with someone, I don't like being on my phone.
Yeah.
So like I wouldn't like see his text messages.
Mm.
So it would like bug him
You know,
because
what?
I'm an in the moment person. Like
Yeah.
I'm not good at texting. Like, I
I'm
said.
not gonna lie. Like sometimes it bugs me when she takes a little bit longer to
To reply.
respond. Because I think for me, especially my love language is words of affirmation.
Mm-hmm.
So like, if I'm putting an effort on like trying to be sweet to you, I have an expectation to
To
for
get
you
that
be-
in return. Yeah.
and sometimes it does happen, and sometimes it doesn't.
I feel like I was definitely like, if they would lag on me, I would get upset at first. And then I kind of learned that that's just how he is. He's
Yeah.
not big into like responding
Yeah.
and looking at his phone.
You gotta learn to.
So
think you
now
just-
I'm like
yeah.
that, but now it bugs him.
Yeah, you just gotta.
Ah.
I feel like you just gotta know your partner too, because like, I think everybody kind of evolves.
Yeah.
So like, it might change. Like sometimes, like when they're too busy, like they don't have time to respond to you.
Yeah.
And then like it could be the same for you too. Like if you're too busy, like sometimes when I'm too busy, I'm like sometimes I even forget to respond like after a few hours, and then I see her snap. I'm like, oh, like I gotta text her back or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah, you do feel that.
He's like, no comment.
Yeah. No comment. Yeah, because that.
It's not about me, guys. It's about you guys.
Yeah, because I don't think you should take it personally. To be
Yeah.
honest, like, I'm still learning through that too. Because sometimes it does bother me, and sometimes I'm just like,
Well,
it
I
is
think-
what it is.
Yeah, I think. I mean, you gotta understand coming in from that person's perspective. I mean, like, one, I'm a terrible texter. Two, they probably are a terrible texter. So that's two terrible texters texting at each other. I'm more of a in person person. Like I will
Yeah.
I will shower you with whatever I feel like I need you to shower with, and I'll be in that moment, and I could be that goofy guy. I don't know. I'm in that moment. I'm that moment. Like, but I did need to learn that I needed not to like be so attached to the phone. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's easy to just get lost and wait and like want to be like, oh, what are you up to? But at the same time, it's like they got a life and you got a life.
Yeah.
And like you got to really have that trust that like they're doing things that they need to be doing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because sometimes, for me, I do like to text, but sometimes I do catch myself. I'm like, man, there's really nothing to talk about. but I'm just like texting the text, you know. And sometimes like I'm just texting the text, and then I expect a response, and then when she doesn't give it to me, it bothers me. But then that's my fault too, because like I didn't really ask a question. Like I feel like the in her mind she probably just like, oh, this thing doesn't necessarily need a response, or like at least not a response right away, you know.
Mhm. I feels that. Communication though. Communication is key, to be
Yeah.
honest. Like
I feel like everything I listed, it just goes back to communication.
you know,
I mean, that's just how a relationship
Yeah.
is. You
I
just
feel
gotta
like,
talk
yeah.
it out.
communication is like the bread and butter of relationships. And that's like two people trying to like, I don't know, you can communicate with your friend, but at the end of the day, you're just like, oh, okay, like later, dude.
yeah.
Yeah.
But when you're with somebody and you're like, I don't know, you'll constantly be thinking about them, and it's like, I need you to know that this is what I'm thinking about. And I want you to know that this is what I'm feeling. And I want to mesh what I'm feeling with what you're feeling and create something explosive, something magical.
Yeah.
Nothing too, nothing too, nothing too heady, but something like passionate. I don't know. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, I think this is a big question that every guy thinks about. How important is looks to you?
Oh snap.
I definitely have a type, that's for sure.
Okay.
And I've learned that over the years.
So what is your type? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't know how to like explain it like physically. Like
I mean, I'm pretty sure you can describe.
I definitely
your
I'm into
typical man.
I'm into the jawlines.
The
Ooh,
jawline.
Jawlines.
Yeah.
Yo, watch
Grow out
out.
some beard, bro.
Oh, I love a bearded man too. Yeah.
I'm taking. I'm sorry.
Oh my god,
Why is she hitting on me?
bro. None of that. If your girlfriend's watching, none of that.
Oh, it's all jokes. It's all
think-
jokes.
Well, yeah, because like I feel like guys always think that looks is so important.
I don't think so.
I don't,
Dude.
For me, like I don't think so.
On my last
Even though
pod-
I'm like, you know,
I
sexy
told
as
you this
hell.
on the last podcast that looks is not the. I don't know. For
Okay.
me-
But I mean,
Here's the
like,
thing.
But the thing is, like, a lot of guys think that.
I've met so many handsome men. And
Yeah.
they're just douchebags and I'm like,
Deuces. Yeah.
Exactly.
yeah.
what I'm saying,
no.
like-
I mean, I'm very handsome, but I'm not a douchebag.
I'm not handsome, nor am I a douchebag. So sucks to suck for me, I guess. But anyways,
Yeah, because
yeah. Going back to that podcast that we had initially talked about, in the same context, but in a man's perspective. Like for me, looks don't mean anything but a plus. Like if a woman is beautiful, damn, I am lucky. But like if this girl is like she has passion, she has drive, she's smart, she's independent, like that's all I want. you know?
Looks can attract you, but a personality is what's going to
exactly.
make you
That's
stay.
why I think that's my point. What I'm trying to make is like, I feel like, at least for a guy, looks is like the first thing we see. You know, I think that's the one that would make us approach you in a way. Because like obviously, if we're not attracted to you
Then why
in
would
a
you?
way, then
Yeah.
I'm like, then what's the point? But obviously, that attraction can only go so far. Like when I talk to you, you better bring your A game. Like you better have your personality down. If you don't, then I'm like,
Oh,
well,
my personality is hit
yeah.
and miss. It's like,
This is-
I'm either here or I'm over there.
no, because for me, like every time I talk to a girl, especially like when I'm trying to, when I'm trying to find somebody to date, like I would always look for that. Like, is this gonna work out after I talk to her for a while? And if not, then I'm like, oh, well, we'll move on to the next.
I just want the pieces to mix,
but
yeah.
definitely not. Looks are not important.
Yeah,
Right here first.
you hear
Looks
that,
aren't
guys?
important.
It's not important.
But clean yourselves up. Come on, man.
It's definitely a plus.
Yeah,
nonetheless.
definitely a
Yeah.
plus. There
It's
you
a
go.
plus.
Like-
So like, at least put an effort to
Yeah.
your looks. Like, I mean, I feel like
I don't know. I feel like
if you
I'm
smell
looking in the
nice
mirror-
and
yeah.
you look nice, I'm like, okay. And your personality is amazing, you're a keeper.
yep. You heard it.
Keeper. Heard it here first. Again. How many firsts are we going to have today? Holy. So take
Yeah.
care of yourself. Treat yourself.
Yeah, because I think
never know.
mean, just like with looks, like there's really nothing you can do about it. Like especially like your face is just it is what it is.
Yeah,
Like, but
it's
there's
just
other
there.
things that you can do. Like,
I can't change this. I'm sorry,
know.
but I'll.
I mean,
I'll treat it.
You
I'll treat
can
it
like
good.
go to the gym, or you can like get a haircut, or like your style, your personal style. Like, it doesn't have to be like very high up there, but put an effort to it.
A man or a woman will like you for who you are, but put an effort to yourself.
Yeah.
Because you are looking at your own self almost daily.
Yeah, and
And it also has to do with like your own, I don't know, I guess you could say self-confidence. Don't put your insecurities on someone else.
yeah, exactly. You
Don't
got to be
put your
confident.
insecurities on someone else.
Because I think women can sense that you're insecure.
Mm-hmm.
Like
We can.
you might act
100%.
like you got your shit together, but
Nobody has their
They
shit
can-
together, to be honest. Let's
they-
be honest here.
they can sense that. Like, if you're insecure, like they'll notice, definitely.
Yeah. But I think, like, if you're willing to look past the insecurities and to work those things out, if you find somebody like that, don't let them go.
Yeah, because I mean, everybody has their own insecurities,
Yeah.
but you gotta be willing to make it better. You know,
Yeah.
like
Gotta
you
make it work.
You know, work on your physical and mental health. It's very important.
Importante.
Exactly.
So, what y'all learned today? Y'all take notes? I really hope so.
All right, since we said 5, one last final thought that you want to leave to our
Viewers out there, our
viewers,
listeners.
man. Like, give us one last tip for the guys out there. What would be your number 6? Let's say.
What will be the ultimate?
Well, not. I mean,
I don't know if the ultimate, but girls really appreciate the little things.
The little things.
yeah,
you know what?
'cause I think
I believe in that, to be honest.
it's like
Like-
little things can add up.
Yeah,
you know?
they do.
So,
Like, even opening a car door, like, that'll make my heart so warm.
Ooh.
Like, just being a gentleman,
Chivalry
doing
ain't dead, fellas.
yeah, just doing like cute little things. Like,
Yeah.
let me know you're thinking of me.
Yeah, because I did that once. I don't do it often, but I opened her side, and then she was like,
What
she was
are you
kind of
doing?
surprised.
She's like, "What are
Yeah.
you doing?
Yeah, she
Why are you
was-
getting on this side?"
no, because like I opened it on that side first. Like, for some reason, I just wanted to do it that day. I don't do it often, but it's kind of nice. Like, she was just kind of confused, and
Yeah.
she probably liked it.
Because
I
we're
mean, I'm
not
sure
used
she
to
liked
it.
it, but
Yeah.
We're not used
yeah,
to it.
just they're
Chivalry
not
ain't
used
dead,
to that,
You know?
especially these days. Like, nobody's kind of
Always be a gentleman.
yeah,
Yeah.
just be a gentleman.
That's
And-
what I live by.
Yeah, just the little things, because it will add up eventually, you know?
The simple things.
So it's not just like one big gesture every.
Every so
few
often.
months, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
The little gestures are like worthwhile.
Yeah.
To see that person smile should be worth every little thing you do. To be honest,
'Cause-
that's
Yeah.
how.
Yeah,
And I
that's
feel
how
like
live.
you don't need a specific date. Like, one of my friends, he taught me this and it has stuck to me ever since then. You don't have to have a specific date to show someone you care about them
Exactly. Because like some people just do it on
on like holidays.
birthdays or holidays or Valentine's
Yeah.
Day. Especially Valentine's Day. Everybody goes like the big gesture,
oof.
you know?
Hmm.
Anyways, yeah.
But yeah, well, thanks for the little input.
Thanks
on
for
the girl's
inviting
perspective.
me on.
Ooh, y'all heard it. Y'all listened in. Thank you for coming all the way in this hour with us. Jackie's perspective. Yo, check
On
it.
Jackie's perspective.
I mean, we've
So
had
I
a
think-
couple of,
Even though like girls are different, I think the five thing that she mentioned is like pretty like the core of like what
it's quality.
what women
Yeah.
look for in a man.
When a man loves a woman.
Well, let's end
Gotta
this
have that
podcast.
vibe, All right. Sorry. I you know what? I've been singing all day. I'm a singer. I'm a terrible one. But thank you for tuning in to Yo Check It.
Yeah, thanks Jackie for
Coming on our show today.
Thanks for
being our
inviting me
guest.
on, guys.
Ooh.
We'll have
It was
you
fun.
back
Something
on.
new.
Yeah. We'd love to have you back on. I mean,
Yeah, we'll talk about something else next
Yeah.
time. Maybe we'll talk about your modeling career. Well,
Modeling.
not a career, but you know,
your balance.
My balance.
yeah.
All right.
Because I think I want to get into like what it's like to be dating a photographer or a model.
Oh, that'd be a good one.
Yeah.
That's a good one. That one's
Because I think,
Alright.
yeah.
Tune in.
Because like
Tune
we
in,
had
guys.
Alex here, and then like we talked about it after the podcast, and like what it's like to be, because especially
I've actually had a conversation with him on the same topic.
Yeah.
So that'd be a good
yeah,
one.
'cause I think it's interesting to see, because like it's a different dynamic when you're always around, like especially as a photographer, when you're around like attractive people,
Yeah.
it can create a little tension. But we'll talk about that on the next podcast.
So tune in. Y'all never know.
She'll be back again.
She'll be back.
But yeah, that's it.
All right,
All right.
guys.
All right. Peace.
Later.
Bye.